you see this one laying down here? This throws a flag to me. This calf, it may be bloated a little bit or not so comfortable. It should be up eating with the rest of them.
Yeah, because I know they lay down occasionally, right?
They do, but it's breakfast time. That calf should be up. Yep, so I'm gonna hop the fence actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over there and give it a little stimulation.
What
you doing, girl? You gotta get your butt up and eat something.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. Ben and Denise, and who's that? We got Josh.
20 years.
We are at Stoney Ridge Farm today, checking things out and checking out the cows, and going to do a little tour and got some interview questions for Josh.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go around, hang out, have some fun, and see if we can't learn a few things while we're out here.
That's it.
So,
well, welcome to the farm, guys, and
thank
welcome to all your fans and followers. I'm missing a finger on my glove because this is what I do for live video, so it won't. If I don't have a finger missing out, I can't do anything with the camera.
And I thought the booger monster.
Oh,
picked
and the
it up.
booger, yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, definitely. Don't waste a good booger.
That's right.
Let's go have some fun.
That's right. Okay,
I'm
here we go.
surrounded by men.
Absolutely. And cows.
And cows. Lots of cow patties in there.
So guys, we're gonna go for what I call the 4-beer tour. It typically takes 4 beers to get around the entire farm. But it's too early in the morning for the 4-beer tour, so we're just gonna go for the 1 cup of coffee tour.
2 cup of coffee, yeah. There you
Yep.
go.
So first place we're headed is to the pasture behind the house and to the mega shop. We'll take you up there and show you the new shop building and the pastures behind the house.
All right.
So none of this was here, guys. None of these roads were here. I built all of this when I bought the property about 7 years ago. Probably have somewhere in the neighborhood of $28,000 to $35,000 in gravel alone on the property. It's a massive.
What's the old building there?
That's an old tobacco barn. It's built around 1918. It's where they used to hang and dry tobacco. Got a bunch of chicken stuff in it right now. This is kind of the equipment yard. We got about 1 acre of gravel up here. And this is what I call the mega shop. So
That is a big shop.
it is a
massive.
big building, absolutely. We'll go in there real quick, show you the mega shop. And guys, so you know, there's constantly something going on a piece of property, and then I wanted to punish myself by building more stuff so that I could do more work than just the farm. So I've got Fox Body Mustang, Bandit Trans Am, and you'll see other fun stuff in here too.
I like that tractor.
Yeah, that's the big TYM T1104 right there. That thing is a 110 horse monster.
Thank you.
So we've got some live edge wood in here in the 68 Bronco. This is all live edge lumber off the sawmill. This is wild cherry. This is some of the light stuff, that behind the scenes stuff that I do on the channel. And that's the Unicorn Dodge, and this is the Yodacorn. If you're a truck guy, this is the nicest old Toyota I've ever seen.
You
It's
have
a
shop envy, darling?
I've got Shop Envy. And
1988 Toyota pickup.
I could tell you that because I have been in this exact truck upside down.
Okay, yeah.
The first truck I ever drove, I rolled it.
Nice. They land good upside down, don't they? Yeah, I went straight into beef because it's what I like to eat. I've probably eaten mutton or sheep or goat 4 times in my life. This is the start. So you guys are seeing the very beginning of something that's going to be bigger. So there will be pigs, and they'll be back in this section behind the house here. There will be chicken egg mobiles that run in behind the cows for pasture sanitation that will scrape up the manure, eat all the bugs out of it, and the byproduct will be eggs. And if we don't eat all the eggs, we'll feed them to the pigs. So the byproduct's chicken and eggs and fertilizer. So that's kind of, we're in fledgling stage here on the farm. We have not built everything yet. but slowly but surely, when it's just one person, one or two people, it takes time and it takes a monumental amount of money to do this.
Yep.
Sheep and goats, we had goats to start with. Goats they're perpetual suicide machines. They want to get their head hung in something and choke themselves to death. They'll eat a bale of hay until it falls over on them and kills them. They'll just they're little suicide machines. So at some point, I would like to integrate sheep, and I will be integrating goats into the farm, and that's where we're headed, is to the goat pasture that's not fenced yet, but should be fenced by Christmas.
Now, what made you choose this farm?
It was we looked at multiple pieces of property. I sat out looking for 10 to 25 acres, and we're on 150 acres, and I actually had 200 at one point. Sold 50 acres and doubled my money and paid the farm off.
Nice.
So this land, and I can say it now, I was a nurse in the hospital, and one of my patients actually came in, and anybody that lived close by here, my parents live 15 minutes away, so I wanted to get closer to home, closer to family, and I asked him if he knew anybody selling any land up there. He said, yeah, me. And so 2 weeks later, came up here, took a look at this overgrown briar patch mess disaster, and the price is right. I mean, we paid around $2,000 an acre for this 60-acre side, and the other side was around $1,800 an acre. So, yeah, it's affordable. It was affordable.
Very affordable.
Yeah, and then we put the word out with the neighbors. All our neighbors are really awesome people. We were looking for a used mobile home to put up here before, because you buy a piece of property this big, you get lost on it. So it took forever for us to just figure out where the heck we were. So I don't know where I want my permanent home when we first bought the place. So we stuck the mobile home down there. Turns out that's a pretty good place so we built everything kind of around that. Eventually we'll build the dream house or whatever at some point, but for now, living in a mobile home is just fine. A little 1,200 square feet. So
It's a roof over your head.
that's it.
Keeps you warm.
Living close together. Again, paid $3,500 for my mobile home, and then gutted it, remodeled it. So I probably put $25 into it, but
That's
still,
amazing.
the taxes on it are $17 a year.
Wow.
Come on.
Yeah, we lived in an RV for 2 years. You do what you got to do, right?
Exactly.
That's it. Yep, absolutely. So we'll talk about that for sure. So this pond I built literally in an hour. I got out here and whipped this pond out with a 4-foot bucket and an excavator and built it in about an hour.
Wow.
Which was a mistake. The soil's really rocky, and we developed a leak in the pond dam, and this was basically a puddle as big as the Kubota.
That's the video you did that you were trying to fix it, right?
Yep, so we did
That
it.
stuff worked?
It did. The water level's up. That's about 12 feet deep right there. It's full of catfish, and we've also got an otter problem right now. So otters are getting in here and eating the catfish.
Say they found your catfish.
So the goat pasture will be directly in front of us right here. Where we're sitting will be fenced in, and there'll be a poly wire ran around this so that the cows can't get into here, but we'll want to run the goats and the sheep through all that thick brush up there.
So those were all saplings?
Yep,
So those
these
are
are
only
all
about
bare root saplings. They're about 5 years old now.
Okay, wow.
Yep. So
They were fast.
they really do, and they'll shade out all the hardwoods, and this will be just a beautiful pine forest. And there
Pretty.
may or may not be a cabin in the future up here where we can overlook.
That would be beautiful.
We'll have a little bit. We don't have the views that you guys have up there, but we got a little bit of a view over here.
Yeah, we joke we get a workout just going to our chicken coop.
Yeah, going up and downhill.
Yeah,
It's an uphill both ways in the driving snow
Exactly.
with no shoes.
with no shoes. Yeah.
We love it though. We wouldn't trade it for the world.
So what we have here, this was cleared 2 years ago.
See, now
Now,
that's,
is this where you were putting those posts in the other video?
Yep.
Okay.
see,
Yeah.
you got a view there. That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's beautiful right here.
Got a little bit of a view here, and my property line goes across the creek. There's a creek down in that slag. There's 6 creeks on the property.
That's nice.
Yeah, so
Water's
that's
important.
a little bit of the view, and then the next place we'll go is straight down through here to the big pasture. And really, it's a twofold experiment here. I'm going over there to show you guys, and I'm going to go look at the grass and see how it's recovering, because we have Thanksgiving coming up, and I want to put the cows in one big pasture for like 5 days. So no, I won't clear any more of that. It's too rocky.
Stay wild.
Yeah, it's too rocky.
Okay.
And my property line only goes probably 40 to 60 feet beyond the edge of the field right there. So, and it's really, really rocky over there. And I don't know if you've noticed, but it's called the Stoney Ridge Farm because there's a lot of rocks. You can't see them now, but it was horrible for a long time. Yeah, we'll cruise on down. We've got water tanks. We'll pass by this tire right here. This is set up. It'll be a water tank. I've got a trench. I've got 1 mile of 1.25 inch poly pipe in the ground here. And I've got a trench from that gate across the pond dam to this waterer and to the next Mira fount waterer.
That was fun in the rocks when you were doing all the trenching originally.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that was all this year. I was
watching that video.
Yeah, built it all this year. So again, trenched over 1 mile this year. And I'm going to tell you, that poly pipe is no joke, expensive.
Yeah.
Here's some of the rocks that I like to hit with the brush hog.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Denise likes to go out to mow the lawn. I hear it fire up, and then bang. It's like,
yep. Yeah, you learn.
Can't help it.
You learn real quick where all the rocks are, and you learn where to raise the mower. My wife, Miss Stoney Ridge, she wants to mow. I say, honey, if you mow, you don't know where all the rocks are. I've been learning it for 7 years now. So we gotta protect our investment. This is bumpy on purpose. We cleared this land and we left it rough. Over time, it will smooth out. It'll freeze and thaw, and the cows in here will smooth it out like a golf course. But it holds water better when it's bumpy, and it holds forage better. It's just better.
Makes sense.
All around.
Now, what made you want to do regenerative farming?
Well, 2 reasons. I want natural, real food, and I don't believe in putting chemicals in my food and in my animals. And the second reason is it costs 30 grand to fertilize and lime this farm every year versus putting 10 to 12 grand into hay and letting the cows do it for me. So all of this has been recently forestry mulched. I'll pull that deer in so you don't get it in your camera shot. This over here looked like the left side over here.
Oh, wow.
So the forestry mulcher came in and we cleared, and we got them coming back too. There's probably 40% of those trees are going to go too. We want 30 to 40 feet between good, healthy, tall trees.
That's going to make a really healthy forest.
Yep, healthy forest and silvopasture, so the cows can come in here and graze. And this is
got some of that to do on our place.
a lot of work. I've got a new pasture over here that's going to be fenced. All this area is going to be fenced in. That's in 3 years. So we got a long-term plan here. This is kind of a hunting area that I do, and the cows will be running over here next week.
Oh, they'll be happy in that.
So do you hunt, or do
There's
you
a deer.
invite people onto the property? Oh, there's a deer.
I do not invite anyone onto the property to hunt. It is an absolutely miserable undertaking to have people come and hunt. They don't respect you. They don't respect your property. They leave trash. I've consistently had troubles. And that deer is a young buck that's not very bright that we're getting ready to, you can probably zoom in on him right there if you want.
There he is.
He's a young buck that's not very smart. He's fairly tame.
That's not a good combination.
But at least he's inside the fence, so he won't get hunted this year. I don't think he knows how to get out of the fence.
No.
I think he
No.
got in under a gate and doesn't know how to get out just yet. So maybe he'll find him a girlfriend. Let's hope so.
That's right.
So this is the back side of the farm, the back bottoms of the farm. We probably won't go much further than this. We'll whip it back around and head back closer to the house. But this area, again, this is a 90-acre section of the farm. And there's another deer. See him out there?
Oh, yeah.
Might be another buck out there. This is a very deery area down in these bottoms right here. And they just don't seem to care. So we'll ride on up there and see what they do. We may get a little bit of wild kingdom action here. What do you guys think about the farm so far?
Beautiful. It's nice to have some flat too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and the further we go east, so you ask about why I bought this property. Well, we looked at several other places, and anything with like 25, 30 acres was like 400 grand. Yep, so this is kind of a wetland, not a wetland, but a marshy,
Yeah, you can see the wetland.
low-lying pasture. And I mean, you can see we have 33 cows. We've got about 85 acres fenced. But those things are little vacuum cleaners. They hoover up the grass pretty quick. And it puts a little stress on the land. But that's what we want. We want to stress it. We want to put the hammer down on it, and it makes the grass recover quicker. And that's that dog fennel we were pulling up earlier.
Oh, yeah.
That's what all that is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we saw some of that driving in. We're like, what is that?
Yep, it looks like dill almost, and I think it's in the same family as dill.
Was it brought from out of state? Is it?
No idea. No, that's just an invasive species that we have here, and
Beautiful. I love
call
that.
it the Stoney Ridge Falls.
Yeah.
It's just solid rock down through here,
That's beautiful.
and I've seen water knee deep right here. Like
Wow.
water gets up. There was an old home place back over there, a couple barns on this ridge over here.
Yeah.
And I come through with a metal detector sometimes. This is an old road, and you can see there was a water crossing right here. It was a bridge.
Yeah.
Made of railroad ties right here.
Oh,
And the
that's
road goes all the way up through and circles that way. So I come through here with a metal detector sometimes. I found a gold watch and all kinds of goofy stuff.
Wow. So are the old homestead is on your property now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, put a little bit sometimes. So you see this?
Oh yeah.
What made you want to farm?
I didn't like the way the food system was. I just was unhappy with the food system. Here we go.
All right.
I'm
here we
normal
go.
height again.
Well, I'm short, so
And I'm reasonably short.
yes. I'm only 5'2" though, so.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I guess we're gonna wrap it up here. But
Yeah.
it's been great. I mean,
Yeah.
I love your place. Appreciate your time and the tour. And,
Yeah, enjoyed having you guys. Definitely. And if I'm ever up that way, up in the mountains, I'll definitely stop by.
Please
Absolutely,
do.
you better.
Yeah.
You better.
Let's see.
Any more questions?
That's what I was trying to think. If you had any other?
I have them on my phone.
And there's her phone.
That's a phone, and mine is filled, so I can't
Yeah.
record on it. But,
Yeah.
It's all good.
But,
Well, I'm sure we'll see each other again, so save your questions for next time, right?
yeah,
Yes.
we can do that. And I know we can always email too. But,
Yeah, there you
not,
go.
Not the same as doing the video, but
Yeah.
anyway, no, we really appreciate it. I know you
Yeah.
got a busy day, so we'll get out of your hair. But
No, you're good.
Anyway, it's been great. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Well-
I appreciate all the education too and
Thanks.
walking us through.
Happy journey going to see your dad. I
Thank
hope
you
you
so
guys have a
much.
great day and drive safe, and you're welcome to the farm. And there's that airplane.
airplane.
There's the airplane.
Bye. Well, thanks so much for coming out, guys. I enjoyed
we
it. It's been
appreciate
great.
it.
It's been a great time. So you
Thank
got
you.
to see Grumpy Josh too with the cable company.
That's right.
Ugh.
I don't know that we recorded that.
Yeah, the cable company is down here, and they said, "Oh, we're going to work from the gravel." They ran off in the road. It ran off the road. It rained 3/4 of an inch yesterday, so they mired up with a 18,000-pound truck. You get off my land, Sonny.
Nice new ruts that have to be cleaned up.
Yeah, that's it. It'll be all
Yeah.
right. Yeah, just places for water to hang out instead of going to the creek. They just stay right here.
That's right. Your water retention.
Always
they're
look
helping-
at the bright side.
Lemonade, not lemon. That's it. Well, guys,
All right.
take care. It was a
All right.
pleasure having you here.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye,
God
y'all.
bless. Bye.
See ya.